Hey, government people. Welcome to week 4 of remote learning. I feel like these 3 weeks have been simultaneously very fast, but also very slow. So let me know if you're in the same boat as me. But today I am going to walk us through the assignments for week 4 for American government, just to give you guys an understanding of what the assignments are, the expectations of the assignments, and how to turn them in to Google Classroom. Okay, so let's go with some context. Last week, we talked about kind of the introduction to our unit on political participation. So I had you guys take a look at first how we are socialized to gain our understanding of politics. And then I had you guys look at particular ideologies like conservatism, liberalism, socialism, libertarianism, etc., etc. And you guys investigated your own political ideologies. And then we took a look at how people vote. So particularly the question of why does the United States have such a low voter turnout? And that was your assignment last week from Thursday and Friday. Who votes the least? Why is that? How can we try and fix that? Okay. Now, this week, I'm going to have us push a little bit further into this unit. And actually, for the next 2 weeks, we are going to be focusing on political parties. So, looking at what are the major political parties that we have here in our country, what are their platforms, what ideologies do they subscribe to, and then this will culminate in a project. Okay, and you will get more information on that next week. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is, like I always do, walk through Google Classroom so that way you can see the assignments and what is expected of you for this week. So let's start with the Google Meet link. Okay, you will see here, just like always, that the Google form is here. When you complete this Google form, you will see the links for the morning and afternoon sessions, and that is how you will access Google Meet. Let's talk about help sessions. I am here still, guys. I am here to help you. I am still your teacher. You guys know that in class, you wouldn't submit anything blank and expect credit, or put something that says, I don't know, or IDK and expect credit. And that's kind of what I'm seeing start to happen. That's no excuse. Okay. I am available to you all of the time through email and through Google Meet. I've been sitting on Google Meet this entire time, just waiting for someone to pop in and ask a question. And most of the time, guys, I can answer your question in like 5 minutes or less. Okay, so make sure, guys, that you are taking advantage of the resources that I am giving you so that you can get the help you need, right? Because if you leave something blank or you say, I don't know, you're not going to get the credit. Okay, and you ultimately want the credit, right? That's why you're doing it. Okay, so make sure that you're coming to those virtual office hours from 9 to 11 or 1 to 2. If the virtual stuff isn't your thing, just email me, okay? I am here. Remember, my job as your teacher is to help you be as successful as possible. And with this barrier of remote learning, I don't know if you need help. I don't know when you're struggling. I can't see that in class. So you're going to have to do a little bit more reaching out, so that way I can help you, okay? It's been great to see those of you that have stopped in, and I encourage you, if you are in any way, shape, or form confused on anything, please come and see me, okay? Use office hours. Send me an email. Heck, if you want to chat on Gmail, you can do that too. Send me like a little IM on Gmail and I will help you. But please don't just sit there, because the last thing I want is for you to sit and be confused and then get discouraged and not get your credit, okay? So my rant is over on that. So let's walk through Monday through Friday. So Monday is very similar to last week. This time, though, it's a little different. So I'm only having you do the video and the check-in form. But one of the things that I'm noticing is a disconnect between the things that I'm saying in the video and the results that I'm getting. Okay, so what that tells me is that some of you on the check-in form are just saying like, yeah, watch the video, I'm good to go. I don't do this just to hear myself talk, okay? So what I'm going to be doing, and as you already know, this is going to be uploaded into Edpuzzle, okay? And that will be linked in Google Classroom. And then when you are finished with watching the video and answering any embedded questions, at the very end of the video, you will get the link for the check-in form that you do every week, okay? And you will get credit for that. Now, one thing to note, guys, you do have to watch the entire video to receive credit and to get the link for the check-in form. Okay, you have to watch this video to make sure that you are understanding expectations and what I'm asking of you this week. And then that way, if you have any questions about the material, you can ask me right away, right? You can say, okay, I know I'm going to want to stop by during office hours on maybe Wednesday, because Wednesday's assignment, I was a little confused. Okay, so Monday is to watch this video in Edpuzzle all the way through, and then complete the check-in form with the link that you will be getting at the end of this video. Okay. All right. So Tuesday is your only real notes section for this week. And you, again, are going to be watching the notes on Edpuzzle. Again, I've seen that trend. I think you guys are just clicking on the video, clicking through. The key pieces of information that I'm giving you when I'm talking, you guys aren't getting down, or at least some of you, right? Some of you are doing exactly what you need to, and I thank you. But me putting things into Edpuzzle is just a way to make sure that I'm keeping you guys accountable. So for Tuesday, you will click on the Edpuzzle link. It will take you to my YouTube video on the notes on political parties, and you will click on the note sheet here. Okay. So while that's loading, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about some other things for this assignment. So as you are watching this Edpuzzle video, there are a few questions to answer while it's playing. Not many. I think it's like 3 or 4. There's very, very few. And as you're working, again, you will complete the note sheet that is loading here, and I'll move to in a second. Okay. Now, it says at the very end, turn in the note sheet when finished. So please make sure you're hitting turn in, guys, so that way you can get credit for your work. Please don't share anything with me. Don't email anything to me. Please hit turn in to Google Classroom. Okay. Second thing I want to talk about here, again, just like with this intro video, you must watch the entire Edpuzzle in order to be given full credit for note completion. So I'm going to be looking, did you watch the Edpuzzle in full and answer the questions and turn it in? And did you complete the note sheet in full and give a solid effort? Okay, so make sure that you're keeping that in mind as you're doing this assignment. Okay. Let's see if this guy has loaded. Of course, he has not. But it's very similar. I want to pull it up just to show you what it'll look like here. But it's very similar to the note sheets that we have done. There we go. In class, or at least in this remote learning process. Try to type in a color other than black, please. And then it even reminds you to turn in to Google Classroom when you are finished. Okay. So this corresponds directly with that YouTube video that's been uploaded into Edpuzzle. Okay, so it is very straightforward. And then at the end of the video, I have a section for you to ask any questions, anything that is confusing, and then to remind you to turn it into Classroom as well. Okay, so let's go back to Google Classroom. Computer is struggling today. So the next thing that you have besides the notes is going to be really one assignment that I've broken down into 3 different days. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday all relate to this assignment here. So I'm going to open up both of these, and then we'll talk about this while those are loading. So as I've said, you are going to be completing this handout for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There is no need to do the entire handout on Wednesday. If you want to, that's fine, but I have split up the work between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, now this activity, as I will show you when it loads, is going to have you take a look at the major political parties in our country and some of the minor third parties, and take a look at what is their symbol, what are their platforms, what do they believe in. Okay, and to do that, you will use this presentation that is linked here. Okay, and I'll show you this once it loads. But this includes some good resources like the website of the political party. There are some good videos to watch, okay, for most, not all, but most of the political parties. Now, you do not have to stick to this presentation. If you want to go off and do a little bit more research online yourself, you can. But just know that this is here for you to help. Okay, and then again, you don't need to do the entire handout today. What you will see is that I've broken down the days into sections. So Wednesday, the 22nd, I'm suggesting that you complete the Republican and Democratic parties only. Okay, if we go to Thursday, you'll see that again. You'll start working on that research assignment, but this time you're going to look at the Libertarian Party and the Green Party. You don't need to do the whole handout. You can just do those two and you'll be on track. Okay, so then just make sure, guys, that you're returning to that assignment for Wednesday to access your materials. Okay, and then you'll see here Friday. This is when you're actually going to complete the rest of the handout. So Friday, I suggest you complete the Constitution Party, the Communist Party, and then everyone's favorite, the US Marijuana Party. Okay, so that's what you guys will be focusing on Friday. That should be the final task on the handout. Okay, and then once you're finished, you will turn the assignment for Wednesday into Google Classroom. Okay, that is the assignment. So what I want to do next is walk you through exactly what that looks like if everything is loaded, but it looks like things are struggling. Okay, there we go. So as this is kind of warming up and thinking here, again, just remember to type in a color other than black, please. Okay, and you will see that this sheet, as I mentioned before, includes all of the political parties that you will be doing. You just need to follow the schedule that I have listed out in Google Classroom that breaks it down into 3 days. So ultimately, you're going to use that presentation and the internet to research and provide information on the major political parties in America. So the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are the parties I'm suggesting for Wednesday. So I'm going to talk about those first, okay? Now I'm asking you to fill in these 3 boxes for each party. So first, you'll tell me their philosophy, their symbol, and you can copy and paste a picture from Google Classroom, and then platform issues. So their beliefs and goals, right? What are the goals that government should pursue as a member of the Republican Party? Okay. Now, when I'm talking about philosophy, you're not going to find this on a website or in a video. This kind of needs to be done in your brain. Okay. This is a summary of the party's beliefs, basically in a slogan. Okay. So, like, an example would be as little government as possible, right? I suggest doing this last, so that way you have an understanding of what their ideological beliefs, their platform issues are, then going back and figuring that out. Okay, so you will do this process for each party. So philosophy, their slogan, their symbol, and then I'm asking for 3 specific issues and their beliefs on that issue. Please, please don't just put immigration, the economy, and abortion. Tell me what the party believes, okay? Because if you just list those things, I mean, they're all going to say something about that. You have to tell me in your research or from your research, what does the Republican Party, what is their stance on immigration? What is their stance on abortion? What is their stance on the economy, right? And those are just a few examples, Okay, and you'll do the same with the Democratic Party on Wednesday. Okay, Thursday, I'm suggesting you do the Libertarian and the Green Party. And then Friday, I'm suggesting you do the Constitution, Communist, and US Marijuana Party. Okay, and then you'll hit turn in when you're finished. So let's go over to the presentation so I can show you, and hopefully this is loaded. It looks like it's, yep, there we go. So this is what you are going to use to complete the assignment that we were just on. Okay, and the directions are on here as well, in case you get stuck. But you are going to use the resources on the next few slides to assist you in researching the major and minor political parties in our country. So as I said, you'll go back to this for each of the days. Some of the parties have a video that goes with it. Some of them don't. It just kind of depends, right? The more well-known a party is, the more likely it is it's going to have a video. So Wednesday, you've got your Republican and your Democratic Party. You've got videos and the following websites to use. Thursday is the Libertarian Party and the Green Party with videos and websites. And then Friday, there really aren't that great of videos, but I do have some helpful websites on the Constitution Party, the Communist Party, and the US Marijuana Party. Okay, so this is what you will use each day, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, to submit or to complete the assignment in Google Classroom and submit. Okay, so that is the overview of this week, taking a look at the major political parties, what they are, what they believe, their platforms, and then next week we will be doing a project on political parties. So I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy. One thing I do want to say before I let you guys go is that I have been very proud of how you guys have been handling remote learning. This is not easy, right? I miss talking to you guys. It's hard to communicate with you guys through a screen now. So I'm very proud of the work that you're putting in. I know this is difficult. Just keep your heads up. I know it's hard, but it's not going to be forever. It's not permanent. We will get through this, okay? So please let me know if you have any questions. Come during office hours to ask any quick questions that you have. Send me an email. Please don't sit there just confused and lost. That's not a good feeling, and that's why I'm here to help, okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.